Creations by Courtney here with a Tunisian crochet tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to make the Tunisian Knit Stitch Purled. It is a mouthful and it's such a fun stitch. This sample here is made with a t-shirt yarn, nice and chunky. This is the front side of the fabric, and this here is part of the purl. And this is the back of the fabric. So I like how it looks different. Up here it looks like traditional from when we bind off. So for the tutorial, I'm going to be using this chunky cotton yarn and a size L or 8mm crochet hook. It's a Tunisian hook. I just put the end cap on. And this is from my Likey Indigo set. Such a beautiful set. Oh, as it rolls away. But let's get to it. We are going to start with a slip knot. Use the method that you enjoy. The first step is we're going to make a chain of 10. All right, we have our chain of 10. And for this, we're going to make a foundation row. And a foundation row just means that we're going to do a row of Tunisian simple stitch. And that is always started the same. I like to work into the back bump because it creates a really nice edge. But in each chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Starting in the second chain. You should have 10 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. And the return pass is the same for every row. We're going to chain 1 and then yarn over and pull through 2. And you're going to repeat this across. So yarn over, pull through 2. All right, so this is a row of Tunisian simple stitch, and this is the foundation row. Now here comes the fun. In order to do a Tunisian knit stitch purl, so a traditional Tunisian knit stitch, this is the first vertical bar. We always skip this one. This is the front, this is the back. So Tunisian knit stitch means that you go through from front to back, okay? So to make it a purl means that your yarn is at the front. So with this, okay, we're going to bring the yarn to the front. You can either pull it down this way, or what I've discovered is kind of lifting it up. So it's almost like yarning over but front to back. Then insert your hook. So again, if it's at the front, insert your hook through the next vertical bar. Bring it back to the back, so up and over. Yarn over. It helps to hold that and pull through. And that is your Tunisian knit stitch purl. Let's do it again. Bring your yarn to the front. Insert your hook through the front and back, so through the next vertical bar to the back. Bring your yarn up and over. Now yarn over, hold that in place, and pull up a loop. And this is the purl, right? So let's do it again. To the front, go through the vertical bar. That's inserting the hook as for a Tunisian knit stitch. Bring it back to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, okay? So let's do that 5 more times, and then we'll do an end stitch. So we have 8 Tunisian Knit Stitch Purled stitches. It's a mouthful. This loop on the hook, the first one, always counts as a stitch, and this counts as a Tunisian simple stitch. And at the end, so this is the last vertical bar, when you turn it this way, you see a front loop and a back loop. So you want to work under both, just like making a regular stitch. You want to work like under the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now you have 10 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 1, or we call that a chain 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2 all the way across. Ta-da! So that's one row of Tunisian Knit Stitch Purl. Let's do it together again to make sure you get the hang of it. And you may have noticed how I catch the yarn. That's what's comfortable for me. Again, you can make sure you bring it forward. So again, we always skip this first vertical bar. Bring your yarn forward. You can do like so to make sure it's really forward. Or what I've noticed is if you just hold it up, I hold it in place, and then I insert my hook for a Tunisian knit stitch, yarn over, I pinch this so I can pull up a loop. So again, yarn to the front, insert your hook for a Tunisian knit, bring your yarn to the back, so up and over, yarn over, hold it in place so it doesn't pull, and pull up a loop. So just repeat that across, making your Tunisian Knit Stitch Purled. You may notice that this stitch leans a little bit. This is where blocking becomes your friend. But again, most things straighten out as the fabric gets larger. All right, and once at the end, and if need to, kind of slide that over a little bit to make sure you don't lose it, make an end stitch. All right, and then make a return pass. And that's all there is to the Tunisian Knit Stitch Purled. You can do your preferred bind off. The most common is slip stitching across, but you can even do a single crochet. So if you use this in a project, choose the bind off that you like. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, so you don't miss out on any other tutorials on stitches or making a crochet project, fiber fashion styling. This is your girl, Creations by Courtney. Keep stitching.